What's up, y'all? I wanted to make a quick little video on me assembling my K24, the lower end assembly, and just want to document the process. And if anybody else happens to see this, maybe they'll find it informative or helpful. I am utilizing a K24 A4 block. I'll be using Wiseco forged pistons, Wiseco rings, Manley H-beam rods, Honda OEM crank, and ACL race bearings for both main and rod. I got this block from a junkyard. I stripped it all out, and I took it to a local machine shop along with the crankshaft. I asked them to inspect it, mic it, and just give me a rundown of it, and tell me if it was usable or not. And come to find out, it was best case scenario. The crank is flawless, and they went ahead and they put a quick micro polish on all the journals of the crankshaft. It mic'd out to exactly OEM spec. The block here, absolutely flawless. They magnafluxed it and cleaned it for me. I've gone ahead and sprayed it with some high temp engine and enamel spray paint, and they spec'd out all the main journals on the block itself, exactly OEM spec. And I took them also the data from my ACL race bearings and provided that to them so that they could give me a good idea of what I should be looking at for clearances when it came time to plastic gauge the motor. When I posed that question to them, they said, don't even plastic gauge it. Everything mics out perfectly. Said I shouldn't have any issues. So that's yet to be seen, but let's go ahead and get to it and start slapping it together. Using a K24 A4 block, the giant Allen head plug, I removed it, replaced it with the S2000 oil cooler nozzle. It's a Honda part number. If you're interested in it, I'll post up what that part number is. I'll be taking the oil cooler off the K20Z3 and swapping it onto the K24 A4 block. Cylinders have all been honed. It's been inspected by a machine shop. I've got a local machine shop that does this dirt cheap, so they checked out my block, honed my block, inspected it, and went over it with a fine-tooth comb and cleaned it and magnafluxed it, as well as my crankshaft right here, for 45 bucks. So I mean, that's cheaper than I can do it myself. Like, it's totally worth the time. Just drop it off and have somebody else do it. In addition to the block, we'll be filling it up with some Wiseco pistons. These will offer an 11-to-1 compression ratio. Manley H-beam rods. Going to be using ACL race bearings. My cheap ass piston compressor. And right here I've got the K20Z1 heads, and that has the Integra Type R camshaft in it. And with this head and these pistons, should offer an 11-to-1 compression ratio. With that, again, the crankshaft, had it inspected, had it checked for balance, and had all the journals micro polished. Everything is within specs, and so we're using standard size bearings for the K24. Crank girdle right here. Already modified. You see right here, use the 1/8 MPT Allen head socket plug and RTV. On the K24 A4, it is not a threaded hole, so you have to pull out the plug that has an O-ring around it, and you have to bore it out with a drill bit and thread it yourself. I know there's a lot of motors out there that it comes pre-threaded from Honda, and you just got to find the right thread pitch and bolt size, and you're good to go. But this one was not, so I went ahead and took care of that myself. Got our tools laid out. Just using a piece of plywood on some sawhorses and my kind of little engine building bench. I like it because a piece of plywood is like 20 bucks. You can ride all over it, spill oil on it. When you're done with it, you can take it apart and throw it away. Over here we got some more components, front timing components, the old timing chain tensioner, which is going to get thrown away and replaced with the K-tuned unit, miscellaneous parts, crank sensor, and then the timing cover. Have to use a K24 timing cover because the K20 timing cover is too short. And then we have our rear main seal straight from Honda right here. So without further ado, I'm going to set this camera up and start putting some bearings in the rods and get to showing them some piston holes. So there we go, we got all the pistons in the block. I have to adjust them a little bit. I'm going to flip the block over, moving right along to installing our main bearings. Now the main bearings that go in the block have the indent tab on one side. So you will have to sort through them, but again, need to be perfectly clean, perfectly dry. And install all the lines. And after that, your thrust washers with the detents facing out. So I've taken a Sharpie and right on the surfaces right here, written the torque sequence of all the bolts. We're going to do the main caps first, and then we're going to do the remaining girdle bolts that go right outside here. So I'm just going to get started. Next step is to torque the main girdle bolts to 22 foot-pounds. After you torque to 22 foot-pounds, each bolt you go 56 degrees. Main girdle bolts are torqued. We're going to move on to the secondary girdle bolts. RTV right here. Clean that up. One good seal once the little pan goes on. And again, I've written the torque sequence right here on pretty much the motor. And I think I just wiped that one off, but I know that one's number 11. Number 1's right here, 2 is here, 3 is here. So these bolts, we torque 16 foot-pounds. Okay, so I double checked my torque specs right before I started the party, and checked Manley's website. And these are the ARP 2000 bolts, and based on the Manley part number and the bolts that are currently installed in here, recommended torque is 60 foot-pounds. So just send it. So 60 foot-pounds it is, and pray to God that our test goes well. All right. No binding, no clunking, no noise. Give a little bit of 1 and 4. Just run a little bit of oil around those cylinder walls. Give 1 and 4. A little rub down real quick. I'm gonna call it a night. Still waiting on my PRB oil pump and the install kit, and as soon as that gets here, we can go ahead and button this thing up completely. In the meantime, it's going to be wrapped in a plastic bag, so we want to get some 30 weight oil, lube the walls of the cylinders, and wrap it up in a plastic bag here for calling it an evening. I really hope if you're watching this, you enjoyed it. If you just came across this video, I hope you found it informative. And yeah, if you'd like to see more of it, stay tuned. Give it a like, subscribe, and watch me button this thing up. Throw it in the SI outside, and start making some power. So, thanks for watching.